everyone, this is Shani. Yeah, it's me. um, so last night I wrote a post about aging, and ever since I put it out there, from last night until this morning, I've wanted to break free today, and I wasn't sure how I would do that, but I just kept thinking about a video camera and speaking in front of it as if that's what I needed to do. So that's what I'm trying out here. I'm just speaking, showing myself in front of the camera, which is really hard for me because I'm super camera shy. I don't like, if you've been with me for a while, you'll notice that I barely have any photos on my social media. I don't like to show my face. And the reason behind that is because I don't exactly have the healthiest relationship with my appearance. I think a lot of that has to do with my mom, and not that it's her fault, it was her upbringing and her traumatic experiences as a child. She had a lot of freckles growing up. They were like all over her face. And I think they're cute, but I guess in Asian culture, it's more rare to have a lot of freckles, especially if it's everywhere. And if you're Asian, you know that Asian people can be extremely blunt. They'll tell you to your face what's wrong with you. So she heard a lot of comments that were very hurtful growing up, and at the same time they would compare my mom to her older sister, whom they deemed more beautiful, I guess, and they would say things like, oh, how can you guys be from the same family, she looks so much better. And I think they sometimes even called her ugly, just very, very damaging and hurtful things for a young sensitive child who's making her way out into the world. So not blaming her at all, these were her experiences. She grew up having naturally very low self-esteem. Now when my mom became a mother to my sister and I, she really tried her best to shield that from us, I think, because she would always tell me, oh, you have nice eyes, or you look nice today. On her mouth, she would always compliment me and tell me praises. But strangely, as an adult, those are not the things that I internalized. What I internalized was the hurtful behavior, the low self-esteem, the energy, the self-consciousness. That's everything that was passed down to me. And so I'm extremely camera shy. I myself don't like to be in front of the camera. But I don't know, yesterday after I put that post out there, I just felt like I don't want to be bound to this self-consciousness thing anymore. And somewhere in the back of my mind, I feel like it's not even that big of a deal. I've just made it out to be big in my head because I just have. And my mom has made it big. She never got out of it. She's still living that. And so I feel like there's something within me that's just wanting to shake it off and break free of it. And one way to do that is to get comfortable being seen, to talk in front of a camera, and I feel like people are judging me. I feel like they're looking at every one of my features and breaking them down and overanalyzing, but they're not. I don't know why I think that. I think because my mom always felt that people were judging her face, and so I naturally learned to feel like people are always judging me. But I don't do that with others, and I don't think other people are constantly doing that to me, at least I hope not. It's just myself putting myself in a prison, and that's enough. I'm 36, about to be 37. I'm a mom to 4. I don't want to pass this suffocating, it really is suffocating. I don't want to pass down this suffocating and unhealthy tradition onto anyone else. It stops here. It stops. And it's funny, I wonder if it's more of a female thing, because the other day James was gonna go visit one of his friends whom he hasn't seen since high school, and I was like, oh, are you kind of nervous to see somebody from that long ago? Because I mean, obviously you guys have changed a lot since then. And he was like, no, I don't care about that. And he said, I'm gonna see him, make fun of his receding hairline. He's gotta face it. He's gotta get over it, and then it'll be fine. to him it really wasn't a big deal, and that was kind of refreshing for me to see, because for me it's such a scary thing. I mean, that's why I haven't made any videos or anything on my Facebook or Instagram, because I have people I haven't seen since high school, and I don't want to, I get embarrassed, like, oh damn, I look different, I've aged. So it was all that self-consciousness holding me back. But for him, he didn't have that. James didn't have that. Females just have so much pressure put on them from society to look a certain way. You see it in the ads on TV, models, magazines, everywhere. We're just saturated in that message that women have to look flawless and beautiful and youthful. Youth, that's like the thing everyone wants to be. And it's weird, because when I was a youth, I wasn't even that happy. I had so many other things going on in my head. I was self-conscious about other things. So it's like, are we just destined to never be happy? It's like when you're young, you don't have everything figured out, and you're like a nervous person, and then when you're older, you've got more things figured out, and yet you're so self-conscious about your appearance then. It's so mixed up. There's so many things about our culture that are just so unhealthy. And I didn't even realize so much of that until 7 months ago. 7 months ago, I just woke up and feel like so many of these things I never saw before, but now they're so clear. And I'm just trying to break free of all of it, because that's enough. That's enough. I don't want to perpetuate this any longer, especially on the topic of aging. So yeah, I think this is really good practice for me to just be in front of a camera and show my face and talk. And I almost feel like I want to do this every day, even if I don't post the video out there, but at least just for my own sake, to practice having, old eyes from high school on me, to practice having an audience on me, and to just not be so shy or critical about how I look, because it doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal. I feel that, but it's just a matter of practicing it and overcoming. So thanks for being a part of my process.